This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, Rabbi Sai, it's good that you came today for a moment of gratitude to Hashem. So we're going to speak about the hardest and strongest part of your body, even stronger than your bone, and that is your teeth. Teeth have to be very strong. They got to chew food. It's a lot of hard work. Now, why are teeth so strong? Because the outer coating of the teeth are made out of enamel. Now, why are enamel so strong? Because the strands of enamel are so thin that they could pack together and become very dense. In one single hair, in other words, 100 strands of enamel could fit in one hair space. That's why the enamel is so strong, because the strands are so thin they could become very dense. Now, the good thing about the teeth, and the miraculous part of teeth, is the outer part has no nerves. If there were nerves on the outer part of the teeth, a person would be in constant pain, because everything they eat, cold, hot, hard, would cause tremendous pain. So, whoever made our teeth somehow miraculously made it that the nerves are only within the tooth, and there's pulp within the nerves that supply the blood. The nerves and the blood vessels go up under the outer enamel. Now, within the layer of material known as dentine, there are hollow areas in which the blood and the nerves from under the roots reach into the tooth. So whoever constructed this tooth made it with a very hard outer shell, but it still needs something to supply it with nutrients. So there are these hollows where the blood and the nerves are able to flow, but they're far enough away from what you eat that they're not going to experience any pain or heat or cold from what you eat. Now, this is not a commercial for the toothpaste that senses the nerves in the teeth. But, sometimes a person, if the enamel erodes away, then all of a sudden it becomes painful to eat cold or hot. Fine. Now, here's the thing. The tooth needs to be held very tightly in place. Because it's not held tightly in place, it's gonna fall off as soon as you eat something. You bite into an apple, if the tooth is not held tightly by the gums, so it needs to be anchored. What anchors it? They're fibers that are as strong as cement. Literally, the fibers that hold the teeth to the gums are as strong as cement. It's called cementum. It covers the root of each tooth. It connects it to the gums and the jawbone. The problem is the cementum ages. So what holds the teeth to the gums when a person ages? The good news is, throughout a person's life, the body is constantly producing new cementum, new cementum, new cementum. Who's telling the body, hey, we need new cement, let's get going? Hey, down there! Contractor. No, what's going on? Yeah, I don't care, it's Sunday, I need new cement up here. Now, the big kasha is, how does the body know to put the cement over here and not over here? Imagine the person woke up in the morning, can't open his mouth. What's going on? What'd you do? Sorry, we put it in the wrong place. Have you ever met anybody that woke up in the morning that he couldn't open his mouth because the workers inside, they put the cementum in the wrong place? Don't say you wish it happened to somebody but no, really. It's a miracle. Somehow the body, all those workers inside, they know exactly where to put them. Imagine if chas v'shalom was put in the eyelids or in other orifice of the body. Now here's the thing. If the teeth are anchored so securely, if you bite something really hard and there's no give, it could cause the teeth to break. So somehow there's an act of architectural marvel that even though they're so securely anchored, there's still a little give. There's a little, right? Yeah, you could see, you could move the tooth just a little bit. It's like the perfect balance between anchored securely and enough wiggle room. When engineers began building buildings and bridges, which would often be damaged by strong winds, they studied the construction of teeth to figure out how to get the proper balance between securely anchored and still enough room to move. Implants are very expensive, and they're getting better and better. They still have not been able to get the same balance that whoever made our teeth was able to achieve. Now let's talk for a minute about the size of the teeth. the different shape of the teeth. So the front teeth are known as incisors. They bite off the food. Now, when you cut something, you need something to hold what you're cutting in place. So then you have the canine teeth, which are sharp and pointed, that hold the food down while you're cutting them. And then it sends it to the back, and the guys in the back, called the molars, they somehow miraculously fit together, and they grind together, and they're able to grind the teeth. One second. No. If the teeth's position were reversed, in the mouth, imagine if a person had, let's have a seat. If the teeth's position were reversed, that means if a person had molars in the front, they would not be able to cut the food properly because they're too wide surface area. If a person had the incisors in the back, they would not be able to grind the teeth. So it's brought over here in this book that we're reading from, Adon HaNeflois. Somebody once asked the dentist, by the way, you've seen thousands of mouths in your life. Did you ever see one person that had molars in the front and the incisors in the back? Dentist said, no, never in his life did he see it the other way around. So how can a person fail to recognize the marvel of the construction of the teeth, the material the teeth is made out of, how securely it's anchored, and yet it's able to have wiggle room, and its precise form, that not only is it functional, but it also has an aesthetic quality, that a smile is one of the most attractive parts of a person's personality, the way they smile. So whoever made the teeth made it with functional marvel, aesthetic beauty, and that's something we have to have gratitude to Ribbono Shel Olam for. Rabbi, have a great day.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.